Hi, my name is Mark Barrett and welcome to this video on how to use the automatic updater that comes with Donation Store. Before the automatic updater, a lot of the time you'd have to install updates manually from the command line or using some sort of file transfer protocol software. However, with the automatic updater now, simply you just have to click update. A backup will be made of the current directory of application files, your database and all that sort of stuff. It'll pull the latest update and apply it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. To update, all you have to do is click on Update Now. It'll bring you to this page and show you some details. On the left hand side you can see your version. This is the current version of Donation Store running, and you can see the latest version. This is the version that we want to update to. It's the latest version released by us of Donation Store. Down here you can see some of the other updates that may have run. You can see the first one, this one has failed. That was a previous attempt, just to show you how this works. If you haven't read the documentation about the automatic updater, I'd suggest clicking here and reading that first. There are no set requirements apart from ownership of files, which I'll show you shortly. However, just to make sure that you understand how it works, it's worth reading through. As I said, there is just one thing you need to concern yourself about, and that is permissions of files. So I'm going to switch over to Terminal here and have a quick look at the files on the system. Now, I've already changed these, but if you come into Home Donation Store, you can see there's an env directory. If you go into the env directory and do a quick ls and maybe do an lsla, you can see that quite a few of these are owned by the Donation Store user and Donation Store group. So you must make sure that the files that you want the updater to access are part of this group. If they're not, then the updater won't be able to access them and the update will fail. So what we need to do first is to just change the ownership of these files. So we can do that by saying change ownership, Donation Store, which is the Donation Store user and the Donation Store group. We can do the dash or, capital R for recursive, meaning all files. We can say home Donation Store env and press enter. That will go ahead and change all the files to ownership of Donation Store, and as you can see, that's reflected. And once that's done, we can now come to our browser and click update to the latest version. Just to run through some things before you actually click update, you should read the documentation about the updater, that it will make an update of your database in case it fails. It'll enable maintenance mode, just stop people from seeing your store while the update's in progress. You can add your IP to bypass this, but we do suggest staying on the update page until the update is complete. The update log will be created to describe the status of the update, so you'll see that. And Donation Store applies updates one after another. So if there's an update between the one you're on and what we're updating to, it will apply all of the updates along the way. So it'll bring you to the latest version. So once you're happy with that, click update now. And what will happen is you'll see update in progress. It is currently updating itself, and please do not make any changes to the control panel or you may lose data. As you can see, it says updating here. We can click this little three buttons here and click view logs, and we can see exactly what it's doing. So you can see it says backing up application files. I wouldn't navigate away from this page. I'd stay here until it's completed. If you want to check and see if it's complete, you can just refresh the page, and there we go, it's already completed. So you can click on views. You can see, well, there's quite a bit here, all the different files it's updated, that it has migrated, and it's set web stores to normal mode. So we can verify that by going over to the web store and seeing that it's operational. If I refresh and look down at the bottom left hand side, you might see that some of these or changes may not be reflected straight away. So I know for a fact that in this update we added the ability to add an extra setting to the global commands. If that's the case, all you have to do is just do a forced restart. Well, not a forced restart, but a manual restart of Donation Store itself. Just a quick service Donation Store restart. And come back. And as you can see, the setting is now there along with the updated version. So, you know, I'd suggest after every update, just manually restart just so it's all ready to go. But other than that, that's pretty much how we update using the automatic installer. Thank you for watching.